Hey guys, welcome back to the Debate Hut. Today, Grace and I are going to do a reaction to Wynonna Earp, which is a really fantastic show and which I totally recommend to everybody. And people who've watched it would obviously know what we're going to talk about. So let's start. I'm going to start with going through the plot sort of thing. So this is sort of like the overall sort of plot, but also just sort of like season one. So Wynonna Earp, the great-great-granddaughter of famous lawman Wyatt Earp, inherits his famous gun, Peacemaker, and the demon-fighting family curse that comes with it. With the help of her younger sister, Waverly, her boss, Agent Xavier Dawes, notorious gunslinger Doc Holliday, and officer Nicole Haught, she tries to rid her hometown of the Revenants and send them back to hell and break the curse once and for all. So enjoy this reaction, and we're just gonna do it in sort of like a question and answer sort of thing. But yeah, sort of bit of spontaneity and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah, we'll just get on with it. So what actually made me start watching Wynonna Earp? I started watching it like 3 or 4 years ago, like while I was in sixth form. Like I was watching it with Ali. I think I watched the first 2 seasons with Ali. Uh, yeah, I don't actually remember. I think it was just I was looking for shows that were sort of like supernatural-ish sort of thing, and it was recommended to me on IMDb. And then I recommended it to Grace. But did you hear about it before that, or?
No, you were the first one that recommended to me. And at first, I didn't know it was my kind, but it was so different. But that was makes it so like very brilliant. It's got a great sense of humor. And because it's kind of Western, I think that's what kind of stands out from all the other TV shows I really like.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
again, I love the supernatural
Hmm.
and it's the different characters, how they interact. It was really great. I enjoyed watching all the seasons from season 1 to season 4.
Yeah. And then I guess for me, I mean, I don't know if anybody disagrees, but I feel like the main characters, like most of the times, is gonna be your favorite character. So for me, for this one, it's Wynonna. Like she's funny, she's protective of her family and friends. It's not just family. It's like literally her whole clan, like Nedley, Nicole. I mean, she eventually becomes family and everything, but like Doc and everything, like and yeah, she's just so unique. Like she's sarcastic and she's just such a cool character.
Yeah, she's
Who's your favorite character, guys?
I gotta say Wyona as well. Yeah, she's
Also,
definitely one like my favorite. So funny, even when she's more drunk or sober, she still gets you
yeah, you gotta
laughing.
love
And
it when Wynona's drunk.
yeah, she's really great. I would say my favorite love relationship in the show is not like Wyona and Doc are cute, but I prefer like Waverly and Nicole. They're just my cute. I love them to bits. Their relationship is like definitely involved so much in the show. You see how they struggle, you see how they're willing to sacrifice for each other. It's just I just die for them. I literally were. They were just gorgeous.
They're so
And
cute.
yeah, another thing, like each episode always contains some kind of like a cliffhanger. Like there's always like a missing plot hole that's gonna be filled in the next season or something, and it still just gets you hanging. It just grips you so quickly. So yeah, that's what the main one of the main reasons I love about this show. It's just it somehow gets your attention quickly.
And then talking about least favorite characters, I'm not really sure. Like it's like 4 seasons. Like it seems like there was a lot, but there wasn't really. But I
Yeah,
think
does
if
the
I
villains
had to
count?
say one, yeah, anybody. I'd have to say for me, maybe Bobo, the leader of the
Oh
Revenants.
yeah,
Like
Bobo.
he was sort of scary, but at the same time, he wasn't totally bad. He was like he's sort of like a mixed
Yeah, I know,
personality. I
but
mean,
I don't know how he managed to keep coming back and back again. I mean, like we got rid of it in season 1, then he came back in season 2, then 3. I'm like, how does this guy keep surviving?
yeah, I think for me, he would be my least favorite character. How about you guys? Do you agree? Is Bobo
Oh
yours as
yeah,
well,
I
or
agree.
someone
Yeah.
else?
Who else? It was there was this crazy grandma in season 4. What was her name? It was
Oh yeah. Oh, I
hold
don't
on.
remember her
I'm trying
name.
to remember. I got her name. It was I definitely
Oh
remember Margot. She was, I mean, spoiler alert, but Margot is like, she's like the crazy woman in Misery in the film, where she just goes completely psycho and she thinks she can do whatever she wants. It's just, oh, and she doesn't just torture people, she tortures her own family as well. I'm like, what the hell is this woman does for a living? Like, does she just tortures anyone? And
yeah.
I mean, I get her in a way, but ugh. And also, despite how scary they are, I kind of like the monsters design that appear in the show. Like the memorable ones I could think of is like there's like scarecrows or a doll face creature, or like vampires kind of getting skinned alive or something. I don't know, but it's the CGI in this film is brilliant. There's also, and like even scary Waverly, you know, when she turns into our dark angel, it's just like kind of nightmare-ish. And just the whole design, like makeup or CGI, is just fantastic. So
Yeah,
yeah,
really agree.
that's way off the question, but still, I mean, the villains are brilliant. Actually, they're
Yeah,
quite hard to get rid of in a way.
very memorable. Like very
Yeah,
creepy. I remember the first time I watched it and I was like, oh my god, there's so much blood and everything. I was like, whoa. But yeah, you have to really stick with it. I think you have to watch a couple of episodes for you to really. I think that goes with basically all of the shows I kind of watch. You have to watch at least 2 episodes for you to really get into it.
mm.
But yeah,
there's a lot of gruesome death into it, which I don't mind. But the memorable one, I'm not sure if you remember, it's when in the beginning of season 4, there's like this guy in like a basement, and he has like this large scissors, and he kind of chop his head for. Do you
yeah.
remember that?
Let's
I know.
not.
I was like, shit,
Let's
that is
not.
so far.
Let's not.
Oh,
Let's not.
I mean, no, that's what I mean. I
Yeah,
mean, it has great humor, but it's also so dark. I
yeah.
mean,
It's a
if
good
you went with
combination, I
comedy,
think.
you just had to stick with all the blood and all that.
Yeah, I mean, even some of those bloody times, they'll also be like comedy inserted into there. So it's like perfect mix, I think. Yeah. If How about if you were to be one of the characters for Wynonna Earp, who would you be, Grace?
Ooh, Wynonna, because I kind of love using the peacemaker. No, but
Uh,
it's like, I mean, you just think about like Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber, or like Indiana Jones with his whip. You see Wynonna with like a very supernatural gun, but it's so cool. Like in a way, it glows. It's just part of our identity.
it's a cool
It's just like
job.
a
It's a
very
cool
good
job.
icon. Yeah. What were you?
Yeah, for me, it'd also have to be Wynonna, the crazy chick with a gun. I mean, how cool is that? Like, it literally, oh, it's so cool. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I think if you had to be a character, it has to be your favorite character, right?
Mm.
Like, it sort of has to be. So there's no doubt. There's a lot of like loss and depth and everything, like
Oh,
problem after problem, like in each season and episode and everything. There's like, I don't know, for me, I personally just felt sympathy for like all the main characters. Like you see them, like they build it up and then you see like something tragic happens and oh no. Like you see like Wynonna and Doc, like they had to give up their baby. So
oh yeah.
Alice to like keep her safe. And then Doll's death and then Jeremy losing Robin. Like, so yeah, I
Mm.
think you really I think, I don't know, I feel like these sort of tragic events sort of also just help you, like, they also make you closer to the characters themselves. Like, I don't, I wouldn't say relatable, but it's not
But
relatable,
you
but
just kind of
it's just
feel
sort of,
for them. You just feel like
yeah,
their grief, their sorrows, and yeah.
yeah.
Truthfully, I did thought we lost like Nicole in season 4. Like just
Hmm.
I feel like Nicole and Waverly. I just feel like those are the like kind of two characters. I feel like they nearly lost each other. I feel like their love is gonna break apart because of someone dying. I mean, that would rip me apart, literally. I mean, I feel bad for the other deaths, but those two, I mean, I wouldn't want them
Yeah,
anywhere near trouble.
yeah, they deserve the happy ending after all they've had to go through. Not just them, but yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of sympathy for all of the main characters. Personally, for me, did you sympathize with anybody in particular, Grace, or is it literally just everybody?
Well, when I learned about Wynonna, like near like mid season 1, like I learned about her background, like what happened to her dad and her mum, and why she was kind of sent away, and it just made me feel bad. Like we kind of understand why she's kind of troubled, or why well, she's a bit like wild. It's because maybe she just wants a distraction from her traumatic past, and why she feels so much guilt, and why she's so kind of protective of Waverly. It's just because she lost so much, so little. It's really heartbreaking, and
Yeah.
I do kind of I feel really bad for Wynonna for her
Yeah,
past.
it's a big burden as well. Like she's sort of like she's the one who has to do it.
Mm,
Like without her, they'll still be there. She's the one
mm,
with the gun.
mm.
Yeah, that's true. Was there a character who died who didn't get enough screen time that you sort of wanted to see more of? I mean, I think we're all gonna. I think we're both gonna say the same person, but you go first.
Who were you gonna say? I was gonna say
I was.
Robin.
Oh,
Who?
okay. Never mind. I was gonna say dolls. I mean, we got three
Oh,
seasons. We sort of got 3 seasons. Not
I
really,
mean that's
because
the
he died really
4.
early on. He died really early on, like season 3,
Yeah.
like sacrificing himself for the Earp clan
Mm.
by like going full on dragon, which I was shocked because like there was no mention of that until like the last minute, and that sort of like I mean it was a good way to die, like it was a heroic sacrifice, and but he was such like a central character to the show. Like we were just getting to see him and Wynonna get somewhere. Like it was just getting there. I mean, it personally, I don't think it was more about like the writers were like, oh gosh, we want to kill him off. It was more to do with like the actual actor like wanting to leave the show to
Oh,
like go on to do new stuff, and like if you haven't seen Soulmates, he's in there, the TV show. But yeah, but it's such a pain, because
yeah. I
they
did
build
feel.
they build
I
him up
mean,
for so much, and then like he's dead
yeah, I did
season
shed a
one.
tear for his death. I really did. And when the new character like Jeremy came in, I really dig for him. He was just a very sweet character. He's really helpful. And when he kind of got like a very close relationship with Robin, I thought, oh, this is his child. It's like Waverly and Nicole. But when he was cut out, I was like, where's Robin? I mean, where's Jeremy's like happy ever after? I mean, it was just heartbreaking. I mean, that's like seeing like, what if like Waverly lost Nicole and she never got her happily ever after? I mean, I just feel like if we need more time, I mean, we could have get to see another couple, 3 couples in the show.
I mean, what I'm happy with what they did. So Dolls died, but they still didn't because a lot of shows they sort of like when a central character dies, they sort of like don't mention that character ever again. It's sort of like he never existed. But they actually do mention Dolls quite a bit,
Oh yeah,
which I like because it keeps like his memory alive, and it shows that he actually did play a big role to the family, because they are a
yeah.
family. But yeah, so that is one of the good things they did in the show, because I feel like that's just really important. But yeah, so I guess next on to like favorite moments or episodes from the whole show. You want to go first?
Ooh, favorite. well, the wedding or the engagement in season 1, I mean, they were my top hit because I was just saying they finally tied a knot after 4 years or 5 years, because they halved the season, didn't they?
Yeah, but then it was also delayed for a little bit as well. I think it came out in 2016. When did it finish? It just finished last year, didn't it? Was it last year?
Last year? No, I think it finished 2 years
20.
ago.
Sorry, it finished. No, it finished 2021.
2020? Oh,
Yeah, yeah. So it was 2016 to 2021, I think.
I think my favorite has to be like, or one again, another one of my favorites is Doc's and Wynonna's baby, because it's just so cute, and it just shows even when they had like troubles or they were struggling, because they kind of were on and off during the next 2 seasons. Just still shows like they still have like deep feelings for each other, and Alice, their daughter, is proof of that. She's proof of their true love, and I hope one day in the future they get a spin-off of Wynonna and Doc finding Alice again, because oh god, I just want to see them again. And what's another favorite of mine? I remember this funny favorite one. It's in season 4, episode 3. It's when Wynonna was tied up and was left in the snow, and this monster, like Bigfoot creature, was coming out, and then the Scooby-Doo gang came out and was like squatting, gunning, and roping, and we hear like this background, and Wynonna is just smiling, and oh no, it's just like kind of like a funny moment. It's like just seeing like, oh, back together
Funny
again.
enough, that was one of mine as well. It was just funny because I
Ah,
never expected it to be Nedley. I mean, of course they sort of like build it
oh
up, but
yeah,
then
that
like
was like
see
best
Nedley
of.
afterwards, it was like, but yeah, it was so funny. Yeah, yeah. I think one of the other ones I had in mind was like Wynonna's and Doc's shoot off in like season 2, episode 12. So they're like
Oh
standing on opposite ends and they got their gun and they shoot, and then the bullet like meets and then it like divides and it kills the sisters, the widow sisters. But it's
oh
just so
yeah.
cool because I was literally so scared. I was like, oh my god, no, no, they can't do this. They can't do this. Like, what if Wynonna dies? Like, I mean, you can't just kill off Wynonna. You can't do
No,
that when the show is literally called Wynonna Earp. You can't do that.
yeah. Mm.
But yeah, the,
Um,
the show is just full of like comedy, sarcasm, and I think you really do get to see like the relationships between the characters and like how they change. Like it's like it really does build up on everything, and like you get to see like Wynonna and Doc are a bit more apart in some seasons, and they're a bit more closer together, and like the stories and everything, and like I think just overall it's just such a really good show. Like those are the reasons why I liked it. Yeah. How about you guys? Like, what did you like most like about the show?
well, everything you just said, really. Like, the comedy was great. I like the supernatural theme in it, and it also brings out like another theme of like family and trust and everything. And I think this also kind of spreads out to like more like different kind of like love relationships. Like we got sister, Wynonna and Doc. And we also got like lesbian love in it, which kind of exploded the internet, and I was included, like gasping for that relationship. But yeah, it's very like kind of it suited really well in this kind of like year, just like everybody was enjoying it. And even during COVID, when I was watching season 4, was I watch it like I repeated the episodes, watching it again and again because I loved it. It was just a really great show to watch. Yeah, it's just like one of my favorites now. And thank you, Emily, for introducing me to it.
No
But
worries. I'm glad you watched it. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of find it really difficult to say what I didn't like about the show. I mean, the only thing I could think about is that it had to end with season 4. Like, I feel like there was so much more, and they could have built it up. Like, I don't know how many seasons they could have had it go on for, but I guess at one point it does have to end. But I'm just happy because it was gonna end with season 3. Like, it was cancelled, but then they actually brought it back, didn't they? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy at least we got that ending, because I hate it when they cancel shows and it's like the amount of shows I've
And it was
watched and
going
I'm
somewhere
like,
great.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I also liked the ending because I was terrified they were gonna like. I just hate shows when they start off so great and they ended so bad. But for this one, it actually did a pretty good ending because I like an open ending where we actually know like the characters still live on, and even though we don't know where they're heading, we just know that the adventure hasn't exactly ended yet. And I think that's great because we didn't want any of them like to die in the end, and
oh
just
yeah,
shows like
definitely.
this is a new chapter for their lives, and it was kind of like it was a beautiful touch in the end. It was very
Yeah,
sweet. It was sad but sweet, and I loved it.
I can't put it in any more beautiful terms than Grace has put it in. Like, it was actually, like Grace said, like a really good ending. Like, loads of shows they just sort of mess it up, but they really did it really good. Because at the end you can sort of like imagine what would happen next. Like, you can imagine that Waverly and Nicole are like together, they're happy, they're spending time with each other. Nicole is a sheriff and da 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 da. And then Wynonna and Doc, they're like on their bike and they're like going off and they're like looking for Alice. And then Jeremy and Damon are like probably getting in together. Like, they're
Yeah,
sort of like
you can
starting to get
imagine
close and
fan fiction
everything.
exploding with ideas.
Yeah, why haven't you written anything, Grace? I would have imagined. Grace here, if you don't know, Grace here is a fan fiction writer. Why haven't you written anything?
I got too many ideas in my mind. It's hard to write and study and do edit all of this at the same time.
Yeah, but no. Who would you? So the next one is like, who would you recommend the show to? So I'd just say like anyone who's open to something different, because it is really different. I don't think there's anything that is literally really comparable with it, and something that's funny but also sort of dark, like Grace said
Mm.
before, and like something that weighs heavily on family and like coming together, trust as well. Grace said, like literally, like if you haven't been convinced by our reaction so far, then I'm shocked. Yeah, how about you, Grace? What would you say?
Oh, I've definitely recommended to some friends of mine at my university. I think they'll dig for it. They love romance, humor, supernatural, dark, and open it to any possibilities. Or and just like great plot twists or cliffhangers. I think they would really dig for it.
Yeah. Well, then talking about shows that are similar, I'd say maybe Van
Oh,
Helsing, but
yeah.
I'm not sure if I'd recommend it, because it was sort of good, but it's sort of bad. Like, I've sort of got mixed feelings, and me and Ellie will do a reaction to Van Helsing at some point. But yeah,
I'll
and I would
admit,
say
I
Lost
don't.
Girl maybe. Lost Girl, I think Lost Girl is really good. I would recommend it. I'd say that is one that anybody who's seen Wynonna Earp should watch, I think.
Yeah, but I have to admit, Wynonna is just a one of a kind show. I don't think there's
Yeah,
anything gonna be like this ever again,
no.
unless.
But those two have like supernatural things in it, so
Mm,
you know. Can you think of anything you've watched that is sort of similar, maybe?
what humor, supernatural, and romance? I
Oh
think you
no,
might know what I
oh
have in
no,
mind.
oh no. Where are we going with this? Anybody want to take a guess?
Lucifer, yeah. What else? I mean, this isn't supernatural, but Killing Eve is actually pretty dark, but it's pretty funny at the same time, like very dark humor. I think you would like it actually.
I
It's
need to
kind of,
watch it.
yeah, it's really great. Yeah. But yeah, those are the shows I could think from the top of my head, unless, yeah. Definitely
And then
watch
what
Lucifer.
3 words would you...
Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, of course she's got to say that. I feel like she said that before for something else as well. I can't remember.
Sorry.
Literally. Grace has got like shares or something. She's got something invested into Lucifer.
I
If
saw
you haven't
myself at the
guessed,
door.
Lucifer is Grace's favorite show. Like up there.
But
What
three
3 words
words
would you
to,
use to describe the
yeah.
show?
Oh, I would say 3 words from the top of my head, like very Western, um, uh, humorous, and like very supernatural, I guess, because that's the only thing I could think of. I mean, like I think those are the perfect 3 words to describe that kind of TV show of like you could just get the idea of like what Wynonna will be and what it is. You?
Yeah. I'd say sarcasm, funny, and family. But yeah, it definitely, if anybody's watching this reaction and they haven't watched it, I'd say give the first 2 episodes a go. And if you don't like it, fair enough. But I think most of you are gonna like it. I just have that feeling. Like if you're really open, like Grace said, then you'll like it.
So guys, hope you enjoyed that. Before you go, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And please leave a comment down below where you can just leave us your thoughts about Wynonna and other suggestions on other shows that you want us to watch or debate or anything. And before you go, please look at other shows that we've looked at, such as the Marvel TV shows, Lucifer, the Aladdin TV show, and also Once Upon a Time. Hope you enjoyed this and we see you next time. Bye.